All right, Shalom. First off, we all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Wakar the honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women, the children, and the confusion of faith who follow. So, I wanted to go over Revelation chapter 17, and Lord's will is going to be an edifying video. And with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, so Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1, it says, there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, and saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Alright, that great whore that sitteth upon many waters is speaking about America. Okay, the many waters that it's speaking of is the different cultures, the different types of people who dwell here in America. So let's get a precept for that. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree. Then said the Lord unto me, Thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. And the word of the Lord came unto me a second time, saying, What seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is towards the north. Okay, the north being the northern hemisphere, which we're gonna get into that here in a second. But mainly speaking of that seething pot or that melting pot being a mixture of different cultures, different types of people, different diversities here in America. Verse 2 says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Speaking of Christianity, speaking of democracy, feminism, all the different pronouns and different letters that people want to identify as, all of that is that wine. So let's get a quick precept again. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, so America has gone all around the world and has spread all those lies, the Christianity, that the picture of Caesar Borgia, okay, he's had this democracy and taken that all around the world as well, because historically most countries are what's known as a monarchy, where you have one key ruler, and the succession plan goes from him to maybe his son, and to his son, or if someone was to die, it may pass to a relative like a brother or uncle. There's a succession plan, but America is a reincarnation of the of Rome, basically. So how does Rome set up? Rome is set up with a president or a Caesar, and you have a Senate, a house, basically to help make the laws or whatnot. That's how Rome is built. That's how America is built, and that's what America pushes on all these other countries to steal the influence and basically the political power. They set up their puppets, or they'll set up a coup to take down your current leader, okay, and then they put someone in there that they can trust, that they can do their bidding, so to speak. All right, so that's how America is spreading that wine. Okay, verse 3 says, So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, and that woman again is America, and let's go over these 7 heads and the 10 horns. All right, the 7 heads we have Germania Major, Rome, France, Spain, uh, Germania Minor, the British, and the Greeks. The 10 horns we have Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, uh, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Portugal, England and Ireland, and West Germany. Like 7 heads and the 10 horns. And if you notice, those all those lands that those countries compass, it's all NATO and the EU, or the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization. Again, remember we read the melting pot was in the north. Okay, so America is situated in the north, which is why it's one of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization companies or countries. Okay, and then the rest of them are European Union countries. So that is the beast. Okay, America, NATO, and the EU. Let's keep it going. Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right. So everything that that you can imagine. The homosexuality. Women's rights, women's lib. Feminism, whatever it is you want to call it. All the BS that you could possibly think of. America participates in that. America um, is guilty of all of that. All right, verse 5. It says, "And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of America." That's in the abominations of America. Miss, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. Okay. Uh, And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Right. Speaking of the slaughter of the Native Americans, the slavery that was taking place here in America. America has a lot to pay for it. It's a lot of blood on its hands. That's why let's get Numbers 33 real quick. The Numbers 33. Bear with me. Numbers 35, Slakia. It says Numbers 35 and 30, 35 and 33. Okay. Um, so you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood to fall off the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood, that it shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So, America has shed a lot of blood in this land. We know that they use this for alligator bait. You know, I spoke of the slavery, Jim Crow era. All the way till today. The saints have been torn apart in this place. All right, verse 7 it says, "And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? And I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition." Okay, let's deal with this. All right, it said the beast that thou sawest was and is not. How is the beast, or how was the beast, and then how is the beast not? Okay, because when you're dealing with the beast, the original beast is what is the Roman Empire. Okay, and we know that the Roman Empire came and it flourished, and it crossed over from the Roman Empire to the Holy Roman Empire, and it fell. But the actual beast, Rome, okay, it was reincarnated as what? As America. So that's how the beast was and is, or is not. Okay. It says, "And shall extend out of the bottomless pit meaning Europe." Okay. And go into perdition. And that time frame